I can see my screen. Gone now. Yeah. Hi. I just got a warning from somebody on chat saying, I can see you live on YouTube, so behave. You know, I am famous. I'm viral in YouTube for my bad behavior, by the way. But that was another life, another time. Today, I will try and maintain my temper. उसके लिए मैंने एक स्पेशल योगा मास्टर को बुला रखा है. थोड़ी देर में आएगा. There's quite a few of you guys now. Hi everyone. क्या चल रहा? I think we're late. We're like 5 minutes late, and I hate being late. जितने लोग यहाँ पर आए हैं right now, I want to thank you guys. You are the early birds. You get a worm. You get worms. And no, sorry, I don't even know what this is called. I think this is called the Arré Fundraiser, and in partnership with COVID War Room. I hope sab changa, everybody has had a safe and enjoyable week. At least a safe week, I hope. Enjoyable तो हम करने वाले हैं आपका weekend बहुत. I know it's extremely tough to enjoy ourselves during a global pandemic and lockdown. और अगर enjoy कर भी लिया तो guilty feel होता है ना? Wherever we look, there's terrible news coming from everywhere. So many of us are enduring such hardship. और जो safe हैं अभी तक, वो भी कुछ कर नहीं सकते, कहीं जा नहीं सकते. I've been stuck at home with my wife for the last few months. Luckily for me, she's amazing. And I have a bit of a crush on her still. So I'm set. It's not been bad for me. But what I've been worried about are my parents, both of whom are in their 70s. And my little toddler, Rhythm, he's going to be 17 months soon. He's a teenager. Fortunately, I've been able to vaccinate my parents, and I maintain a very strict social bubble to keep my family safe. I hope you guys do that too. But many families have not managed to stay safe during COVID. Times are tough. You know, times are really tough when people stop using social media to lie about their lives and hate on each other, and start using it to crowd for help and for helping each other. It's amazing. And if we must look for a silver lining in this dark cloud, it is how we have all come together to help each other. And we'll have to do that if we hope to survive this pandemic. There's no other way. And that is why this fundraiser is important, because we all need to help each other. And for that, I want to give a shout out to all the creators, artists, and brands who are rising to the occasion and doing their bit. Arré is one such brand. I have been associated with them since the beginning, and they've just completed 5 years last month. Yay, big hand. Tali maro. 5 years, right? I hope I got that right. Seems much longer. Arré, I've known them very well. I've been associated with them in various projects over the years. They've always been very good at balancing entertainment and social causes. Look at their massive library of content, both video and audio. Look at their articles, look at their social media. They've always combined entertainment with a social conscience. And same is the case with this fundraiser. Through this initiative, we'll be able to help a lot of people with resources that they need, while having fun and getting entertained. In other words, Arré, along with COVID War Room and all the artists and comics that have come together, are going to put the fun in fundraiser. Amazing. This is my... ये कौन आ गया? देखिए, मुझे लगता है कि किसी ने कंप्लेंट किया है कि बालों की कमी है, बैलेंस करने के लिए किसी को भेज दिया है. अंकुर, तुम गिटार ले क्यों बाबा? You have to have a yoga mat. ऐसा लग रहा है तुम योगा सिखाने वाले हो हमें.
योगा वाले कुछ गलत ही बता रहे हैं. मैं सोचता हूँ गाना करके मैं ठीक
बता. How are you doing, Ankur?
I'm doing very well. I love that line, putting the fun in the fundraiser.
Fun in fundraiser, है ना? I came up with it all by myself, all by my very own self, and I will not let anybody else take credit for it.
Lovely, lovely.
Ankur, I want to remind you something. Do you remember the first time we met?
Must be a blurry memory for me.
I'll tell you. I was working for the BBC World Service Trust. We were doing a music video with Silk Route for AIDS
Oh yeah,
awareness.
yeah,
CDK was directing it, and you were doing the camera.
yeah.
For the first time I saw you, I thought you were a cameraman. And now I know you're like a director, camera, editor, composer, lyricist, poet, writer, actor. My God,
Yeah.
yoga guru.
I'm just a hustler. जो जहाँ से rent आता है वो कर देते हैं. So
If
I think
yeah,
that I was at that time. I'm sure I was trying to pay my rent, and was doing anything that was getting the money in.
wow. How's your lockdown been, man?
It's been tough and good at the same time, but mainly tough, not easy. But it's been a good time to introspect and write. So that way, it's been a
That's
lot
what
of venting has happened.
that way, artists should suffer because we all benefit from their
जिंदगी
pain.
एक सफ़र है.
Hey! Okay, listen, a lot of people are waiting for me to shut up and for you to start singing. What are you going to sing for us? I love your songs, man. The new ones a lot. Kya kar hai?
I'll sing this one that has been my savior in this lockdown. There was a lot of broken feeling around, and I felt that I needed to vent it out. So I locked myself in my cupboard. I emptied my cupboard and locked myself in there, and I started uh, doodling away. And this is what came out. This is a song called Toote.
Oh, yeah.
I'll sing it for you.
Please.
भरते हुए जख्मों को खरोंचे, हमें भूल जाना तेरा इतनी आसानी से मुंह मोड़े, अजनबी बन जाना तेरा टूटे हम टूटे टूटे हुए हैं हम यहाँ टूटे हम टूटे टूटे होगे तुम भी वहाँ क्यों खो गई है तारीखों में हमारी अधूरी दास्तां कब छूट गया साथ न जाने कब हो गए हम लापता टूटे हम टूटे टूटे हुए हैं हम यहाँ टूटे हम टूटे टूटे होगे तुम भी वहाँ और वक्त की अदालतों में चलते रहेंगे मुकद्दमे रखी जाएंगी ये दलीलें कि तुम ना रहे और हम ना रहे फुर्सत मिले जो कभी तो हम पे भी गौर करना यहाँ कि हमको तेरी महफिलों में मिलती इजाजत कहाँ, टूटे हम टूटे, टूटे हुए हैं हम यहाँ, टूटे हम टूटे, टूटे होके तुम भी वहाँ, तुम भी वहाँ, तुम भी वहाँ, तुम भी वहाँ.
Amazing, man. I love this song. I was hoping you'd sing this one.
And I love the idea that I can see you while I sing. So just the idea that I can, ये बीच में कांच की दीवार में पता नहीं चलता लोग पीछे देख रहे हैं कि नहीं देख रहे हैं.
You actually, this is your song before you came out of the closet. You wrote
This
it
was-
while you were still in the closet.
In the closet. Yeah. But this is definitely, it was lovely singing and singing for you there. So it was amazing.
Thanks, man. And I love the whistling part also. You're so good at it, man. Very good. Enough तुम्हारा ये mutual admiration society. The point is, I just have one request for you. Actually, if you remember, Sid A.K. Siddharth Anand Kumar, the guy who we met together, he made a film called Let's Enjoy. Am I right?
Yeah.
Let's party or Let's Enjoy?
Let's enjoy. We both made it together.
Let's
We
Enjoy.
both
You and him,
co-directed. Yeah,
right? You acted in it also.
No,
You
I was
acted
just
in- no.
co-directing it. I think I did a scene somewhere.
Yeah.
Somebody froze.
Yeah, but that film is a cult classic. I mean, it's got a cult following, and it, especially for one song. That song is the song that, you know, I would say introduces its introduction to Ankur Tiwari. It's Ankur Tiwari light.
I've not been able to take that song out of my set list for many
You
years
can't.
now.
Why should you, man? Why should you? Because I'll tell you something, Terana. The thing about your songs is that you're singing our songs. When you write, you're writing our feelings. You know, if we're feeling sad, if you're feeling in love, if you're feeling longing, I know that I can find my mood in your songs.
That's amazing.
And this particular one, Sabse Piche Hum Khade, is a special one for everybody. Every boy goes through this, man. Every boy at some point thinks, दुनिया तुम्हारी दीवानी है और उस भीड़ में हम सबसे पीछे खड़े हैं, you know. People
सही
feel
बात
that. And I still enjoy that song. Will you please
Yeah, I'll play it for you.
do?
If you guys like the song, ऊपर वो scan code के लिए वो अगर भावुक हो तो donate करते रहें.
Please donate. The link is in the description.
जरा नजर उठा के देखो, बैठे हैं हम यहीं, बेखबर मुझसे क्यों हो, इतने बुरे भी हम नहीं. जरा नजर उठा के देखो, बैठे हैं हम यहीं, बेखबर मुझसे क्यों हो, इतने बुरे भी हम नहीं. ज़माने की बातों में उलझो ना, है ये आसान जानना. खुद से जो अगर तुम पूछो, है हम तुम्हारे के नहीं. तेरी आँखों का जादू पूरी दुनिया पे है, दुनिया की इस भीड़ में सबसे पीछे हम खड़े, सबसे पीछे हम खड़े। महफिलें आई और गई, लोग आए और गए, तुम जो आज आए हो दिल में हो बस गए। मुस्कुरा के बात डालो ना, फिर मिलोगे जो कहीं, देखना यही कहोगे, इतने बुरे थे हम नहीं। तेरी आंखों का जादू पूरी दुनिया पे है, दुनिया की इस भीड़ में सबसे पीछे हम खड़े, सबसे पीछे हम खड़े। तरपरारारारा।
Oh man, every time.
होपफुली आपके लिए
Every
लाइव कभी गा पाऊंगा मैं सामने,
हाँ
आमने सामने बैठ के होपफुली जल्दी गा पाऊंगा आपके लिए कभी।
मास्क पहन के नहीं, hopefully soon my god, I swear I miss those days. I really miss those, the mahfils that just birthed such creativity, you know.
क्रेजी क्रेजी।
Acha, listen, before you go, I want you to please tell everybody to donate on the link that is there on the description.
या
Because
सो
everybody is swooning over you right now. तो तेरी बात सुनेंगे, बोलना.
मेरी बात मान जाएं बहुत ही अच्छा होगा, बिकॉज अरे एंड द कोविड वॉरियर्स आर डूइंग सो, you know, this COVID war room that they've created is such an amazing opportunity for us to stay indoors and yet contribute and not feel the guilt that we're not doing enough. So I feel that if you liked my music and liked the songs and it touched you even a little, then you can either scan on the screen, वहाँ पर टॉप राइट पे एक है स्कैनर, उसमें स्कैन कर सकते हैं, या नीचे लिंक भी है, उसको जैसे आपकी जो जैसी इच्छा हो आपकी आप कर दीजिए। और नो अमाउंट स्मॉल, जस्ट एनी अमाउंट, 5 रुपीज़, 10 रुपीज़, 100, 1000। और गाना बहुत अच्छा है, 10-15 हज़ार भी दे दे तो हम मना नहीं करेंगे। बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया।
Thank you so much, Ankur. Thank you.
थैंक यू
I'm going
सो
to
मच।
connect with you offline very soon, hopefully.
लवली, आई सी यू
Cheers,
सून।
buddy.
जिंदाबाद।
Bye-bye. And everybody that is watching, please call your friends, message them, put it on your social media, on your, that this is happening. Ask them to come. There's a lot that's going to happen, like a galaxy of beautiful performers are going to come. But before we do that, I need to enlighten you about COVID War Room. अंकुर इतनी अच्छी तरीके से कोविड वॉर रूम के बारे में बात कर रहे थे. Let me explain to you what that is. It's an initiative that helps individuals, families, and communities in getting meaningful help. जब से कोविड का सेकेंड वेव आया है, many citizens and healthcare workers have been swamped with requests for resources, masks, oxygen cylinders, vendors, hospital beds, blood, medicines, food, etc. COVID War Room aims to tackle this overwhelming demand and help with access to resources through extensive verifications and collaborations with NGOs on the ground and others to raise funds to battle this shortage. A lot of times we want to help and we don't know how. You know, I felt it, and if you felt it too, you've come to the right place. Today, right now, you can actually help, and that too while having a blast. Remember my hit dialogue of the evening: fundraiser starts with fun. There's a link just under the screen, under the window on the description. उस पर क्लिक करना, and please, अगर तुम्हें कोई भी आर्टिस्ट पसंद आए, जितना आप एंटरटेन हो, उतना आप डोनेट कर दीजिए. अगर आपको हर आर्टिस्ट एंटरटेन करता जाए तो आप प्लीज डोनेट करते जाइए, शर्माइए मत. ओके. कुमार Varun, KV, can we get this? Oh, hi.
Hi Raghu, hi.
Hi, I'm doing good. Hey,
Hello.
buddy. Hi. Oh my
Hey,
God.
everyone is here.
तुम अपनी
Nice.
क्या गैंग के साथ आते हो, कुमार?
नहीं, मैंने नहीं बुलाया गैंग.
Oh my God.
बिना बोले.
Avengers assemble.
ये एक रघु के पैसे में दो रघु आ गए यहाँ पर. मैं आधा नहीं देने वाला था. You getting paid? He's like, Raghu is like, how you doing, buddy?
I'm doing
Long
good.
time.
Yeah, very long time.
The other Raghu has to answer that.
अच्छा, but before you guys go, I have a question for Kumar, Varun.
Okay. Uh-huh.
Varun, firstly, you are super smart.
Okay.
Because looks can't be your strong suit, so I'm assuming.
Yeah. 100%. 200%.
No.
I agree with the look part.
IIT mein, you're an engineer. IIT or engineering mein, you got some fadu rank, right? You got like killed it. What rank was it?
My CGPA was 9.06, which is supposed to be
Godlike. उसके बाद आपने MBA किया, उसमें भी you got some fadu ranking, right?
Yeah.
You're smart. You're the smartest guy, and then वो सब छोड़ के you're a stand-up comic. So you're the right person to ask this question. Okay? Why is it called stand-up comic? मतलब why are you a stand-up comic? अगर आप खड़े, so let me finish. जब तुम खड़े हो तभी you're a stand-up comic. Why can't you sit down? I mean, हम लोग we don't go around saying ये sit down accountant है, ये lie down mechanic है. मतलब why तुम्हारा body position को क्यों तुमने अपना profession में include कर रखा है इतना?
अरे wow. Never thought about it, Raghu. I have two people who are much bigger stand-up comedians than I am. So
मतलब ज़्यादा ऊंचे लंबे खड़े होते हैं वो. Is that?
Sahil Sapan, one of you wants to answer that?
No, it's fine. All of us are sitting right
No.
now. We'll pass.
The etymology of this, only you can tell us.
Okay, the etymology I think is that basically when stand-up started, every other comedy art form before that, for example, like comedy skit or like comedy drama on the stage, etc. Stand-up comedy was the first art form where they realized that the artist literally stands up to the audience and perform, and that's why these new comedians started to be called stand-up comedians as compared to actors or like dramatists.
दुनिया
etc.
बदल गई यार, दुनिया बदल गई.
अब तो बैठ के ही कर रहे हैं like
अब तो बैठ के करो यार. मतलब कोविड
Now
टाइम
we
पे
have
तो-
become Zoom comedians.
yeah.
Yeah, you should be called that. Anyway, you guys, there is this insane quiz that you do.
Yes.
ये 3 बकरे हैं तुम्हारे.
चार हैं.
चार actually.
Where's the fourth?
Of
This
course,
You can't see.
one of them.
No, I can't. मेरे स्क्रीन पे तो 3 ही हैं यार. आप
नहीं
मेरे-
मेरे तो दिख रहे हैं चारों.
Okay, so there is Tejas, Sapan, Raghu, and
Sahil.
there is Sahil.
Oh,
Tejas
I
क्या?
thought yeah.
I'm here, man. I'm right here. I think I'm off your screen probably.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, buddies.
Thank you. Thank you,
Tell us
Raghu.
what this quiz is, and
Yeah.
and just to remind everybody, if you have fun, you're not allowed to have fun without donating. There is a link in the description of this video. Click on it. मतलब उंगली वहाँ तैयार होनी चाहिए. जहाँ से आई फटाक donate. फटाक. Deal? Let's go.
Thank you, Raghu. Thank you. Okay, on that note, welcome everyone to this very special edition of Quizzing with the comedians and musicians today. Everyone who is watching on the chat, you already know. In case you don't, there is a link in the description and also on the top of the chat where you can donate. All of us wonder what can we do towards contributing to everything that's going around us, and this is a great platform where you can contribute and make a difference whatever you can in your own individual capacity. Without wasting any more time, I'm next 25 minutes 30 minutes we'll do a nice special short and sweet quiz session with the 4 participants. I'll quickly introduce all the 4 participants to you guys because that's what I always do, so I'm not changing my rules. The first participant, I thought I'll ask a quiz question to him before the quiz starts, and this is legit fact. I'm not making this up. A few months back, I remember when the year ended, Spotify had this thing where you could share your top artists of 2020, your top songs of 2020. My top artists of 2020 were Pink Floyd, Beatles, Lucky Ali, A.R. Rahman, and Dash. Okay, and that Dash and the most played song on my Spotify in 2020 was a song called Amber. So on that note, that Dash is the first contestant of today. Welcome, Raghu Dixit.
Wow.
Thank you.
I love
Yeah,
that song.
even
It's one of my
mine,
favorites.
Okay, can I have a second here?
Yeah.
Ye quiz whiz, I don't know what I am. I'm like Cameroon in World Cup cricket, you know. I'm just there for this, filling that slot in that number 4.
No, no.
Hi. Come
I
on.
will
No,
try
no,
and I'll try and come up with the
no.
most
No, you're not.
creative
Raghu,
answers.
Raghu, you're there
Raghu,
to,
aren't you
you're
a
there
gold
to,
medalist in microbiology and like a nerd and stuff?
That was, I
Raghu
wish
is
I
there
was a
to make everybody else
microbiologist.
look smart.
Sorry. Okay.
Cool,
Okay.
cool.
You guys.
We'll see. We'll see. I possibly cannot match that introduction, but thankfully my next two participants are comedians, so they'll not take this seriously anyway. So our next participant is, of course, one of India's best comedians, also a pop culture nerd. Give it up for Sahil Shah. With us.
Woo! Yeah.
On third on our list is someone who is part of the same collective, East India Comedy, one of my favorite comedians. We all know that. And you've seen him hosting not just comedy, but a great show called One Mic Stand on Amazon Prime. Give it up for Sahil Shah, friend.
Nice.
Killing it.
Yeah.
I think we can spend 30 minutes just doing intros for each other.
Fourth contestant is not just one of India's best best name in India's music circuit. He's also a nerd, a geek, as some people would call him. He loves Star Wars, Game of Thrones. Also loves Arsenal, which makes sense because he's the fourth contestant in today's lineup. Just like Arsenal, give it up
We
for
play safe,
David
so
Bennett.
thank you very much. Thanks for having me.
Okay, all the best
Wow,
to
was
you guys.
not ready for that dig, but okay, let's do it. Let's go.
Just yesterday, I was telling someone about football and English Premier League, my friend, and I told him कि ऐसा joke होता है. He was a comedian, so I was telling him jokes around football, and I said कोई भी तेरे से पूछेगा 16 का square root बता, तो बोल देना Arsenal. So football fans will be like, nice.
Yeah,
Good,
yeah.
good,
All right. I get it.
Okay, cool. We'll start the quiz for all of you, like those of you who haven't been here before. This is not a quiz show where I'll be like, oh, ये गाना किसने गाया, वो वहाँ का प्राइम मिनिस्टर कौन है, वहाँ का क्या है. It's very story based, simple. There'll be long stories sometimes, but we'll all have fun. Okay. I will share my screen and then just tell me if you can see this PPT. Now, can you see it? All four of you?
No.
Cool. Okay.
Yes.
Cool. Just a quick look at the rules. Okay. We have 10 questions today. What we follow is something called infinite bounds. So the first question will be asked to Raghu, and then we'll go to Sahil, then Sapan, then Tejas. Anytime someone gets an answer right, the next question will be asked to the next person in that order. Each question carries 10 points. Okay. In case I have to give a hint, you'll get 5 points. People who are watching it on Array's YouTube channel, there are questions for you as well. Okay, so you guys can write your answer in the chat. Okay. Yeah, that's it. Question credits are mine because I made these questions. Okay. Let's start. The first question is to Raghu. Okay, Raghu, I'm talking about a legendary show. Okay. More than 100,000 people take the X. So X is the show. Okay. X online application quiz each year. Okay. Of those, around 3,000 would-be contestants are chosen for a one-on-one interview. They are then subjected to a 50-question written test and a live round of X before being invited to appear on the show. Before you guys start thinking this is not roadies, okay? I don't have a roadie just because the others are good here. Okay. X has just a 0.4% acceptance rate. So basically, you're more likely to write a New York Times bestseller than compete on X. Which legendary show are we talking about?
Is that Kumar Varun's show?
Good. Yes, second popular reality show after Roadies in India for sure.
Man,
But
the only quiz I have seen is Bonuta quiz, man. Is that the one?
okay, no, it's not Bonvita with contest, but good guess. I'm going to Sahil now.
Oh, somebody else also.
Is it Jeopardy?
Yes, it is Jeopardy.
Nah,
World.
Jeopardy. I'm always in Jeopardy, man.
It is Jeopardy, longest running quiz show in
My
the
God,
world.
I've not even
And
heard of
Alex
this.
Trebek, its
Same.
legendary host, died recently. Cool. Okay, Sahil gets 10 points. Next direct question will be to Sapan. Sapan, an interesting question from Europe. Okay, Niels Bohr is one of the greatest scientists who ever lived. He was also a favorite of his fellow Danes, okay, where he lived in Copenhagen. Apparently, after he won the Nobel Prize in 1922, X gave him a gift. What was the gift? It was a house located next to the brewery. Okay, and the best perk of the house, it had a direct pipeline to the brewery, so that Bohr had free beer on tap whenever he wanted. Okay, later famously emulated by Paresh Rawal in Hera Fairy.
Yeah.
Of course, that was more than just national pride, because X had a passion for science as part of its company culture. So we're talking about a company here, okay? They had a laboratory devoted to developing better beer brewing. In 1875, that lab was the first to isolate a species of yeast, which is used to brew pale lagers. Okay, the lab also made discoveries in protein chemistry that ended up having applications elsewhere. Essentially, think of something from Copenhagen related to brewery. Which company do you think we are talking about?
Okay, firstly, there are about 20 words in this question that I don't even understand.
Ignore
Okay.
Saccharomyces pastorianamus, but everything
I
else.
don't even know what these things are. I just, okay, I'm just going to take a guess on this. Let me just see. Copenhagen, ice cream, guess. Is it, is it Guinness?
Not Guinness. Guinness is Irish, but good guess. Going to Tejas.
Oh shit. All right. Let me think. Danish company probably doesn't do beer popularly.
Guinness is
No, swatches sis. Mhm. Thank you, Ravi. Yes, do that.
अबे कितने बियर कंपनी के नाम पता है यार, कोई बोल दे, खत्म कर या
No, is this actually a beer company? That was the point.
My God, it's painful watching you suffer, man. Come on.
Is it? I don't know. I don't know. Yeah. No, I don't have a good answer for this. Pass.
Just take a hint.
Yeah, just say anything, man. Take a hint. Go for it.
Kingfisher. Heineken or yeah, Kingfisher.
Not Heineken. Heineken is Dutch, I think. Raghu Dixit, I mean, obviously.
Yeah, this I know very well because of Saccharomyces. Carlsberg.
Yes, 10 points to Raghu.
Oh.
Right.
What is Saccharomyces? Please explain.
Saccharomyces is a yeast, man. Which is,
Did I not say his microbiology degree would come?
Yeah.
Man.
and I was a research assistant at fermentation department in CFTR in Mysore. So
This is fixed.
this is
fixed.
up my alley.
Wow.
Slumdog.
What's a weird flex?
Yeah, Copenhagen Danish beer brand Carlsberg is correct. 10 points to Raghu. Great. I'm going to Sahil now. From beer, we move to etymology. I'm looking at a two-word term. The term XY, okay, means, like, literally the meaning of the term is an unpredictable or uncontrolled person who is liable to cause unintentional damage. Okay. Now we look at the origin of the two-word term. It originated in the days of sailing ships, when warships carried their Y, so the second part of the term, Y, on open plan gun decks, which also doubled as living quarters for some of the crew. The Y were normally tied down to limit their movement. But if a Y came X, which is the first term, during a storm, etc., it could move unpredictably about the gun deck, causing damage or injuries on the ship. What two-word term that means unpredictable or uncontrolled person who's liable to cause damage, unintentionally mostly, are we talking about?
Loose cannon.
Yes. Great.
If
Yeah.
a Y came X, that is
Yes.
the giveaway. Come on.
Yeah. When a cannon came loose during a storm, it could move unpredictably. Wow, great answer. It is loose cannon. Well done, well done. 10 points to Sahil. And I come to Sapan with a very interesting fun fact. It might sound very unbelievable, but X is actually the national animal of Scotland. Like, national animal of Scotland is dash. Okay. Now, why is it so? The answer may lie in their longest running rivalry, which is obviously against the British, because they thought the powerful X, being the enemy of the lion, because lion is the mascot animal of the English royal line. Technically, this entire concept goes back even further in time, because in Celtic mythology, the mythology most prominent in Scotland, bestows purity, innocence, and power upon this legendary beast, which is X. There are other legends as well, some other legends say that its horns also have powerful magic with the ability to purify. This belief was so strong in Scotland that when Mary, Queen of Scots, was being held captive by her cousin Elizabeth I, she is believed to have asked for a X horn to test whether her food was being poisoned. Long story short, just tell me the national animal of Scotland.
Oh man, it has horns.
Yes.
That's my first clue. I like how Raghu plays this time up music, like the Oscar speech music. The minute you start
Like
guessing.
slow background music while you guess,
Yeah. X being the enemy of the lion. I have two guesses. I don't know which one is
You're
right.
allowed one, Sapan.
Deer.
Not a deer going
Reindeer.
to Tejas.
Is it me? Is my go?
Yes, Tejas.
It's
your
the
turn.
unicorn.
It's the unicorn. 10 points to Tejas. Believe it or not. Unicorn is the national animal of Scotland. Okay. Unicorn is the national animal.
What beer do they drink? What do they drink? मेरे को वो चाहिए.
Okay, I'll give you guys a minute break because I'll go to the audience. Okay, audience,
Wow.
is your question. We have two audience questions today. So this is your first question. Answer in the chat on YouTube. Okay. A fun question for audience. No countries in the world start with either of these two letters. Okay, so there are around 200 countries in the world, but only 24 out of 26 alphabet letters begin their names. Okay. Let me know what are these two letters जिसके नाम से कोई भी country का नाम start नहीं होता है. Okay, I know there's a lag, so I'll wait for a while before you guys start answering in the chat. Meanwhile, I'll just see the chat.
Wait till they Google this shit. Come on, people. Google it. Yeah. You're
Everyone
smart. कितने
answering.
smart हो तुम लोग यार. Wow.
No country start with these
Shruti
two.
says Scotland is always high. Nice. Uttam says, I think this question was already in some episode of Quizzing. No, Uttam, none of the questions today. All the questions have been made from scratch.
Why?
So I'm looking at two alphabets in the chat. Let's see who gets it first. Okay. Meanwhile, also donate on the link in the description and also on the top of the chat. Yes, Uttam, you are right. X is one of the alphabet. X is the easier one. So Bhavna, Astha, Vineet, you're all right. Amnish says X and Y. No, you have countries like Yemen or like which are not. Z, Yash, come on, Zimbabwe, Zambia. Yes, Indrani is the first one to answer both the alphabets correct. Indrani, it's W and X. Okay, W
Oh, wow.
and X. W and X.
West Indies का क्या करेंगे हम? There's this awkward elephant in the room. It's been imported from West Indies. तो क्या करें उसका?
Because West Indies is not a country.
It's not a country.
Okay, that brings us to the end of the first half. The score so far is Raghu on 10, Sahil on 20, Sapan on 0, and Tejas on 10. Okay.
I didn't expect to be here. Okay.
Now we'll do
I
one
called
more.
it.
The only change in the second half is that the order will change, just to make it fair. The order for the next few questions will be Tejas, Sapan, Sahil, Raghu. Okay, exactly reverse of the first order. So next question will be direct to Tejas. Tejas, we are talking about a guy who is an avid drinker. Okay, when I say drinker, I mean alcoholic drink.
Gotcha.
But when it comes to non-alcoholic drinks, he's an avid coffee drinker. Specifically, his favorite brew is Blue Mountain Jamaican coffee. That being said, he absolutely despises tea, which he considers to be drinkable equivalent of mud. In fact, he dislikes tea so much that he believes it's the reason that led to the British Empire's downfall. Okay, which British guy with such un-British attitude towards tea are we talking about?
Is it Churchill?
It's not Churchill. Sapan?
No clue. Coffee drinker. Pass. No idea.
Passing to
No
Sahil.
Okay, I'm going to go with a wild guess. Is it Hugh Laurie?
Not you, Laurie. Raghu?
Come on, drinking question. You can get this.
Drinking question.
There's quite a few of those, huh?
Yeah. Today's theme for some reason.
Can I hazard a guess on your one, Raghu? Answer for the other one. Can I hazard a guess, Raghu? Should I?
Yeah, please
Can
go
I?
ahead. Go ahead.
Is
Okay.
it Jeremy Clarkson?
No. Okay. We'll quickly take one more round, make it a 5-point question starting with Tejas. Okay, so think of
Are you giving a
fictional
hint?
character. Okay, Tejas and everyone. This
Man,
is not this
this
is a
quiz.
fictional character. Okay, fictional British guy who is an avid drinker and drinks coffee as well sometimes, hates tea, but drinks a lot and is really popular, cool guy,
Is
but
it
Is it
Captain
fictional.
Popeye?
Haddock?
Is it Popeye?
No, it's
Oh.
Tejas' turn now. We'll start with Tejas.
Yeah.
Okay, fine.
You said it's a fictional character, right?
Yeah,
No, it's not Haddock. I don't know. I don't know. Is it? Is it? Is it? No. Sherlock. I don't know. Is it Sherlock Holmes?
Not Sherlock. Going to Sapan.
I had the same. I had the same guess. No.
Think of
Pass.
other
I
British
was still
people,
British.
cool guy
Cool guy.
apart from Sherlock. Who can you think of? Known for drinking.
Shakespeare.
Known for drinking. No,
He was
skip.
a-
Skip.
He was real.
He was.
No, pass.
Okay, Sapan passes. We go to Sahil.
I'll go with Tejas's guess. If it's correct, then maybe we'll get it. Captain Haddock.
No, Raghu.
I tried.
Man,
shit, yeah.
leave me out of this. No, just make me sing a song or something.
Who is this?
Raghu, we have the opportunity to redeem ourselves later.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys do.
Uh,
Fictional British character, dude.
so whose turn is it?
Somebody said
Raghu.
James
Is
Bond.
it from a TV show?
Raghu. This. No.
Oh God.
I like it stirred.
Wait, whose turn is it?
Raghu's.
Raghu. Go for it, man.
I'm Bond, James Bond. No?
Sorry, we can't hear you, Raghu.
James Bond. Somebody posted it on comments chat. Mein.
It's not British.
Okay, so no points to anyone, but the answer is James Bond.
Wow.
James Bond.
He likes his tea shaken, no coffee shaken.
Yeah, he likes his mutton
Yeah.
shaken, not stirred. But yeah, he hates.
Copycat.
And a lot of his books and movies have this reference that whenever he's offered tea, he
Okay,
like ignores drinking it and like
interesting.
vehemently criticizes this. Okay, so this was Tejas' directs, which means next question will come to Sapan. Last 3 questions for you
I'm
guys.
just scoring 0 every day.
No problem. Sapan, this is your direct. We're talking about a famous literary confusion. Okay. In a particular novel, Victor X is the scientist. The monster remains unnamed and is referred to as monster, creature, demon, and it. But if you made the mistake of calling the monster X, you're not alone. A lot of people have made that mistake. Everyone from the Reef novelist Edith Wharton to the writers of the movie called Abbott and Costello Meet X have also done it. Okay, a lot of people make this common mistake. What famous literary confusion are we talking about?
Tejas and Sahil know it so badly.
Yeah,
In the novel, Victor X is a scientist. The monster remains. In the novel, Victor X is a scientist. The monster remains unnamed and is referred to as the monster. The mistake of calling the monster X and not the ground. No, pass.
passing to Sahil.
Victor Frankenstein.
Yes, it is Frankenstein. The confusion is Frankenstein was name of the scientist
yeah.
and not the monster. Okay, a lot of people confuse and call monster Frankenstein, but that's not.
I could see Tejas lose it. He was like, "Come on, come
Yeah,
on, pass."
yeah.
I have a song about Frankenstein.
Oh,
And I mean the guy, not the monster. Just saying.
Okay, going to Raghu now. Raghu, another book and author question.
Wow.
come on.
Talking about a certain book, okay. The book's most horrifying setting is Room 101, which is the Ministry of Love's torture chamber, in which victims are exposed to their worst nightmares. What readers might not know is that the author, Y, modeled the chilling locale on an actual room. Okay. Now comes the real part, like where the inspiration came from. As a propagandist, so the author at some point worked as a propagandist, he knew that much of what the BBC said had to be approved by the Ministry of Information, possibly in the BBC's Room 101. So he drew inspiration from that room in the famous book. Yeah. So basically, which book and what author? What book and which author are we talking?
Ta-na-na-na-na. No
Fun fact:
way, man. Why
although
did
the
you?
author was not born in Mysore, he was born in India. That's
But
another
why
fun
did
fact.
you get me into this? Oh, it's an Indian writer.
No,
Okay.
he's a British writer, but was born in India.
Okay, no, pass, man. Don't want to waste
Okay,
time.
passing to Tejas.
Oh man. British writer, born in India. I don't know too many who were born. I don't even know if is Ruskin born in India. He definitely did not write this. I have no idea. Pass. I'm gonna pass.
Okay, passing to Sapan.
Is it George Orwell?
Yes, and the book.
1984.
Beautiful. First 10 points
Ah,
for Sapan on the
Waiting.
board.
Lovely.
It is George Orwell. George Orwell who wrote 1984. So this is the
Nice.
Room 101 is in 1984. And George Orwell was born in Madhubani, Bihar, and then
Wow, I didn't
later
know
worked
that.
in
That
India.
is a fact. Nice.
10 points to Sapan. Last question to you guys. Then I'll have one question to the audience and then we'll
Cool.
finish the quiz. This is
Got
for Sahil. Sahil, another fun fact, something I learned recently is about the most stolen food in the world. Okay. Over 4% of the total eggs made globally is actually stolen, which makes eggs the most stolen food in the world. Global studies have concluded that eggs is at a higher risk of being stolen than chocolate or alcohol. Like there are plenty of other expensive, exquisite, and exotic food items that are much more valuable and theft worthy. Then why do shoplifters and thieves resort to stealing eggs across the world? Criminologists state that eggs is one food item that is widely enjoyed, easy to conceal, and it's kept in fridges rather than shelves. And the fridge area in a store are usually subjected to less surveillance. Okay, that these are some of the reasons why they think this item is the most stolen one. Also, X proves to be a lucrative business opportunity for petty criminals. The price of X, which is used in global cuisine, so another hint is that almost every cuisine in the world uses X, is just rising by the day. So if X is stolen, it's used for resale and it's resold into markets and restaurants. What are we talking about? What do you think is the most stolen food in the world?
I don't. Uh, One food item that is widely enjoyed. Okay, I'm gonna go with a wild guess. Is it butter?
Not butter. Good guess. Going to Raghu.
Paneer.
Very good. But like, think globally, what would be the equivalent of?
I just took a shot, dude, because you said butter. I said paneer.
Yeah, no, it's
You're on the right track. So I'll give you another chance to
Okay,
improve your
cheese,
answer.
cheese, 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 of course.
yeah,
Cheese is correct. Cheese is actually the most
yeah.
stolen food item in the world.
yeah.
Who gets it right? It is cheese. Okay.
Amazing.
I'll come back to you guys, but I'll finish this with one question to the
Man, both the
audience.
answers I gave it as a shot in the dark, and
Yeah.
wow.
Wow.
Hey,
that is-
Carlsberg, you knew.
Carlsberg, I
In
mean,
and
like,
out.
that was again Copenhagen is connection. That's all. It was a wild guess again.
Okay, audience, this is for you. We are talking about a particular city in Europe. Okay, after the spectacular demographics of London, which is home to around 9 million people, and Berlin, which is home to around 4 million people, this city comes in third in terms of peaking population numbers of the European Union. In 2015, an estimated 3.1 million people were living in the buzzing capital of Dash. So we're talking about a capital city. To give you perspective, the population of X is almost same as the entire population of Armenia. Okay, if you also include its massive metropolitan area like Delhi NCR and Greater Mumbai, this is again it becomes the third greatest metropolitan area of the EU. Okay, which third biggest city of EU are we talking about? And in fact, now it's the second biggest city since Brexit, so you don't count London. So after Berlin, this is the biggest city in Europe in terms of population. Let me know the city in the chat. Meanwhile, a quick look at scores.
That's all
But
you'll
we are
need.
not-
Just a quick one. Not too many points. Been given around.
Uh, okay. Yes, Indrani, you're right. Perfect. Good answer. Anyone who is saying Rome is incorrect, Paris is incorrect, but Vamsi, is and Indrani, of course, are right. The answer is Madrid.
Madrid.
Okay, Madrid,
I,
Madrid. Yeah, Andheri West. Yeah, very good guess. Of course, Andheri West. But Andheri West has much bigger population than Armenia, I'm pretty sure. But okay, so this was the last question. And quick look at the score. The Sapan is on 10, Tejas is on 10. The runner-up is Raghu Dixit with 20, and the winner of the quiz is Sahil Shah.
Wait, Sapan and I have to do a sudden death now.
Yeah, I think we finished in time. So thank you so much to the four of you for being a part of this quiz. Thank you everyone who's watching and donating. Thank you to Array and COVID Warriors for doing so much in these difficult times. That's me. Bye bye.
And thank
Thank
you
you so
Thank
much,
you,
KV. Thank you
KV,
so
man.
much.
Thank you
Come
for
on.
organizing this.
Yeah,
thank
genuinely.
you to
Thanks a
Raghu
lot.
Dixit for
Great
singing
facts.
his beautiful songs. Raghu,
Raghu, just play Amber once. and
about time,
that's
for
my
sure.
only
Done,
request.
done.
Let's go.
Am I starting?
Yeah.
We should go off camera, no? We look very bad.
Is my voice too loud, distorting? अंबर पे मिलते हैं कदमों के निशान तेरे ही हर शाम खिड़की पे लिखे कोई ओस की बूंदों से तेरा नाम अंबर पे मिलते हैं कदमों के निशान तेरे ही हर शाम खिड़की पे लिखे कोई ओस की बूंदों से तेरा नाम न खेलो सनम तेरे ही हैं हम धड़कन ये मेरे दिल की पूछे रे तेरे दिल से कि सचमुच क्या है तू दुनिया में अंबर पे मिलते हैं कदमों के निशान तेरे ही हर शाम खिड़की पे लिखे को सॉरी खिड़की पे लिखे कोई ओस की बूंदों से तेरा नाम लिखा है रेत पे प्यार का नगमा लहरों से सुन ले कभी छिपे है सीपियों में खोल धड़कने आके तू चुन ले कभी ओ लिखा है रेत पे प्यार का नगमा लहरों से सुन ले कभी छिपे है सीपियों में खोल धड़कने आके तू चुन ले कभी जब आओगे तुम तब गाएंगे हम सरगम ये सचे तेरे संग संग इस ख्वाब को सच करके ही जाना रे जब आओगे तुम तब गाएंगे हम सरगम ये सजे तेरे संग संग इस ख्वाब को सच करके ही जाना रे धड़कन ये मेरे दिल की निशान तेरे ही हर शाम खिड़की पे लिखे कोई उसकी बूंदों से तेरा नाम पलकों के धागों में बांध के घुंघरू नैनन बिताए मैंने दिन का पीसी रहना मदहोश है मेरा चैन ओ पलकों के धागों में बांध के घुंघरू नैनन बिताए मैंने दिन का पीसी रहना मदहोश है मेरा चैन जब आओगे तुम तब गाएंगे हम सरगम सच तेरे संग संग इस ख्वाब को सच करके ही जाना रे जब आओगे तुम तब गाएंगे हम सरगम ये सच तेरे संग संग इस ख्वाब को सच करके ही जाना रे धड़कन ये मेरे दिल की पूछे रे तेरे दिल से कि सचमुच क्या है तू दुनिया में अंबर पे मिलते हैं कदमों के निशान तेरे ही हर शाम खिड़की पे लिखे कोई उसकी बूंदों से तेरा नाम अंबर पे मिलते हैं कदमों के निशान तेरे ही हर शाम खिड़की पे लिखे कोई उसकी बूंदों से तेरा नाम
Raghu bhai, that took me back, man. That took me back. It's still one of my favorites.
Thank you.
It is. Raghu, before you go, I want to. I know that you've been using this lockdown as to reconstruct yourself, right? Renovate it. You're physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, musically.
Yeah.
You're doing that, right?
Last year it was that. This year I had absolutely no time because I'm running a war room myself. Converted my studio into a war room, and
Lovely.
tied up with a lot of friends, fans, and we've divided Bangalore city and Mysore city into zones, and each zone has a bunch of volunteers who can run and do stuff which is required. So from trying to get beds to supplying oxygen to getting medicines delivered from pharmacists, everything is, and also distributing food and taking care of canines on the road.
That's amazing,
street
man.
vets.
That's amazing because stuff like this is needed, and I would like you before you go to tell your fans here to click on that link and start donating. If you haven't donated, please do it now. Tell them.
It's absolutely necessary right now for most of us who are probably going through this guilt trip that we are not able to do as much as we would love to. But the fact is, you can in the form of simple donations. And trust me, no amount is small amount right now. Any amount from 100 to 500 to 50,000 to 5 lakhs to 5 crores, whatever you have, just reach out and please make it possible for somebody out there to breathe, to survive, to get fed. to be told that they're not alone. That, especially the last one, that is what is making this journey so difficult, that you're isolated, you're suffering, and you have no one to connect with. So yeah, so please scan the QR image right there on the top corner or wherever. Is it in the description? I don't know. I can't see it from
There's a
here.
link in the description, and there's a QR code in top right
Yeah,
screen.
the QR code, just scan, and please donate whatever you can, and it would be amazing to see you guys reach out and somebody out there getting help that is so much required right now.
Thank you, Raghu. Thank you so much. And thank you for that song once again. And I hope to connect with you soon, brother. Very soon.
Absolutely. Done. Take care, everybody.
Hi, doctor.
Hey, both Raghus here. Hi. I think I've pretty much already just entered.
You know, the problem about this both Raghus is most of the galis that Raghu Ram should be getting comes to my email and my social media account. Yeah.
Oh, damn, man. I can
Keep
completely
at it.
understand.
It's all him. It's all his idea. So please, जो भी मेरे को abuse करना चाहता है, whoever hates on me, hate on Raghu Dikshit.
No, man, I'm base clubbing. Like, no gully spelling from here at least. So,
Hey, okay. Thanks, Raghu. I'm going to just, this is one of my favorite parts. I finally get to talk to a scientist, because nowadays,
not a scientist.
no, but you are, right? You've got 7+ years of experience in like oncology, molecular biology, right? Infectious disease and immunology. Doctor. You're a doctor. Doctor is a man of science. That's what I mean. An actual doctor. So because
Yeah, completely get it.
in life, whenever I say, I did one Instagram live or something saying vaccinate, वो इतना controversial हो गया यार. I mean, people are like, everybody's a effing expert WhatsApp में और Facebook में. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
I'm going
I
to
get it.
I'm going to just tell you some of the comments that are very common, okay? And I want you to try and give your point of view. Can you do that?
Sure.
Right?
Yeah,
That'll be
probably,
awesome.
yeah.
Myths and misconceptions, okay? सबसे पहली बात, I don't think, like evolution, people understand immunity, how it works, right? So there is a belief that, especially in India, that people with good immunities don't need a vaccine. What would you say to that?
That's not the case, because to be very fair, like, we are all been kids and we all have received our set of vaccinations right from the day you're born till like certain age till 5. So clearly there are certain diseases that not just an immune response can't do like 100% against it. So you do need vaccinations against it. So that the overall intensity of said disease, it can be anything. We have received, as kids, we have received vaccinations for polio, for tuberculosis, for hepatitis. So it is extremely essential that you arm yourselves, equip yourself with this additional boost, which is the vaccination.
Okay, then people say that it's harmful to inject the COVID virus into your body, that the vaccine is a weekend, जैसे polio का होता है ना, polio, chickenpox, the measles. These vaccines are weekend strains of the virus. Am I right?
Right. So in a rough estimate, yeah, you're right. So some of the vaccines have inactivated virus proteins. There are certain just mRNA vaccines. What basically does that? It does not replicate in your body, because most of them are inactivated. They are just similar to the virus structure or its properties. So what it does is it kind of creates a response in your body. Your immunity works by creating antibodies against any offending substance, any foreign body. So what a vaccine does is that it just creates a slightly offending agent that your body will produce antibodies against. So anytime in the future when you are exposed to a similar agent, that is your COVID virus, your body has already produced or printed those sort of antibodies, and they'll come up in like severe response, like बहुत अच्छे numbers में आएंगे, and then it will kind of protect you against that disease.
Yeah.
Because it will add on to your natural immunity. It gives you another, like a defense mechanism.
It's like anybody with a natural athletic ability is a sports person. मगर सामने अगर बॉक्सर आ गया तो तुम्हें बॉक्सिंग में ट्रेनिंग चाहिए बॉक्सर से लड़ने के लिए. अगर तुम्हारे पास कोई लॉन टेनिस वाला बंदा आ गया तो तुम्हें लॉन टेनिस सीखना पड़ेगा. So a vaccine, just because you are good in athletics doesn't mean you can take on a boxer in a ring, man.
Absolutely. I couldn't have said it better. Like, you said it so much better.
Yeah? Oh, nice. Okay, next one is that COVID vaccine is unreliable or at worst dangerous because it has been rushed.
So that is not true. None of it is rushed. See, any medicine may be as simple as a Combiflam, right? Before it comes out to the public in between people, it's given to any patient or anybody. It goes through clinical trials. All right, and the vaccination themselves have gone through clinical trials. So ये जो doubt आता है, I have answered the similar question through a lot of patients that have been asking me over the past few months. They go with these numbers that are shown right everywhere, 91%, 81%, 76%, and it just comes from our like educational background. Like 91% रहा तो बहुत बढ़िया, 76 रहा तो यार नहीं, this is not good. Yeah. So but that is not. So it is basically a term called efficacy.
Efficacy.
Efficacy does not equal to efficiency. It doesn't mean that efficacy ये है तो ये इतना efficient है. So some people come and tell me, oh, so 100 लोग में से 97 लोग को नहीं होगा, 3 लोग को हो जाएगा. No, that's not the case at all. Efficacy, if I might just take a 30-second on this actually because it's very important to say that. Efficacy is a clinical trial term, and it basically compares two sets of individuals or two sets of like groups of people. One that has received the vaccination in that particular trial and one that has not received the vaccination. And obviously there are certain other variables, where the trial was held, which country was it in, how many number of people, at what time of the disease history was it done, was it earlier on in the disease or later on in the disease. And what the efficacy basically connotates is that it compares these two people, one set who has received the vaccination and the other one that has not received it. All right, and it says that if, let's say, you have received the vaccination, and let's say the efficacy is 91%, your 91%, you have a lesser chance of getting the illness compared to somebody who has not received any vaccination. And obviously, because these numbers kind of move around in our heads and we're like, yeah, this must be better, I'll wait for this, I'll wait for that, it doesn't make sense anymore.
Are you better off taking the vaccine without taking it?
100%. Because
that
you know
is
why?
not an efficacy, that's 100% purity.
Yeah, because
for people who like numbers and 100% numbers, that's a 100% answer for you. You're better off taking the vaccine.
Yeah, because what I'm sorry, what the vaccine does is that it prevents you from getting serious COVID. The problem happens when you are the infection is deteriorating your body in such a way that you're getting hospitalized. You need oxygen. You need every other supplementary treatment that's available. And what the vaccine does is that it prevents that.
Yeah.
If you take the vaccine and if you even do tend to get COVID, it will feel like a cold or like a mild viral fever you might get instead of a serious.
And what that does is it does not add on or add more pressure on an overwhelmed, our resources and medical facilities and other people who need urgent help can get it. You're not adding your problems to it. Am I right?
Absolutely.
And then there is this weird. It's such a weird argument, but I'll tell you what it is. It says, if you are vaccinated and the vaccine doesn't work, if you're not immune, why should I get vaccinated? Why do I need to get vaccinated? And if you are vaccinated and it works, then why do I need it? Because most people around me are vaccinated. Herd immunity is, so-called scientific terms they throw around. Herd immunity and stuff like that. What do you have to say about that?
See, herd immunity is a very barbaric term in itself, like because it's basically kind of says that if let's say there's a disease that is in the community and you get eventually immune to it by getting the disease, but you don't want to risk that because all the vaccines work. There is science behind it. There is trial behind it. So whoever's saying this is not really leading up.
I know. No, but okay. So now. Traditional home remedies like kada, amla, ye vagara, they are good for health and all that. But can they help you fight against COVID?
Not really. See, I mean, they are just supplements. They are adjuvants that you do to yourself that can help you, but they are not primary in any way.
Really. Right. Yeah. That's a big thing that's happening in India. And there's another very big thing that happens in India. Can cows protect us from COVID?
No.
Cow bullshit or cow dung?
No.
Cow urine?
No, none of it. I don't even have to take like a lag to say like, it doesn't.
But so the idea, what I'm trying to say is that there's so much pseudoscience, there's so much superstition. There is a lot of people have belief and faith, and when you counter that with information and facts, they feel personally attacked. If I say something about cows, there are a lot of politicians and politicized religious people who get very offended, and they feel as if they're getting attacked. If I tell my mom that your Carda is not going to help me fight COVID, she actually feels like I'm attacking her. I'm saying something, So I just wanted somebody who's not me, somebody who's a doctor, to say it, and so that people shut up and take a vaccine.
Yeah, see, the most important thing is a large-scale vaccination, because historically, that is how we have, as a civilization, come over so many harmful diseases that would have been a huge problem, right? If we hadn't had those vaccinations, especially when it comes to diseases like smallpox, polio, tuberculosis as well, right? So it is essential. Like, number one, the thing that can protect you against the disease is a large-scale vaccination, which is happening, and obviously, whatever problems do happen, it is eventually going to happen. So in the meantime, it is very essential that you follow like appropriate COVID appropriate behavior. You cannot lax out on that. If you're getting out, always have double mask yourself. If you have gloves or face shields, do wear them. Avoid crowded localities. Do not go into too many crowds or try to get together with a lot of friends. Obviously, there'll be time for that, and it will be in the near future. The better you take care of yourself right now. Obviously, keep away from misinformation, because it is a conversation that everybody is going to have with their friends, their families, their parents, because in history we'll go as that generation that faced this major disease, this major calamity. So it is obviously going to be a topic of conversation for time to come. But it's also important to equip yourself with the right information. In case there is, obviously, if you're getting any symptoms of COVID, you should definitely, approach your physician, your family doctor, whoever you go to for treatment. Self-isolate yourself, get the RT-PCR test done, make sure that social distancing is maintained wherever you are, and adequately hydrate yourself, obviously the supplements for it as well, just coconut water, fruits that are rich in vitamin C, and that's it. Just monitor yourself with a pulse oximeter and a thermometer. That's it, you're good to go against COVID in the meantime.
So I think my main takeaway here, and for everybody, is that have your vitamins, have your vitamin C and your santras and your cardas, and do everything. Don't have cow urine. That's just, there's no science behind that. But do get vaccinated.
Yes,
do it for
100%.
your family. Do it for the people who are elder than you, people who may not survive this.
Yeah, because in closing, I'd like to say this to so many patients that have come to me with so many doubts. Like you see, so many doctors are there. There's so many people working on the front lines, right, to protect you from this severe calamity. At the same time, you also are a sort of a frontline warrior for your own community, your own family, your own friends. So it is essential that you take care of them, you take care of yourself in the right way. That's all I'd like to say.
Thank you, doctor. Thank you so much. Doctor, I'm going to get your contact separately. Okay.
Oh yeah.
I would invite you to come on an Insta, because मेरे से ना लड़ते हैं लोग. And I want to pick that fight. I want to pick that fight with these guys, and I want you on my side.
Sure, I would love to do that.
Okay.
That sounds interesting.
All right. It'll be fun. It'll be fun.
Yeah, I'm sure it'll be. Thank you so much, Raghu, and everybody who's on today for helping us with this fundraiser. It's really kind of your land. Every bit helps, and it helps a lot of communities. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Thank you. All right. Before the next amazing artist comes on and sings for you guys, I'm going to tell you something a little more about
check.
COVID War Room. Okay. This is an initiative that began in April 2021, like almost just about over a month ago, and started with 50 volunteers, and more volunteers have been joining them every day. They have a doctor on board who verifies cases requiring attention and helps them procure ICU beds, oxygen, medicines as per requirement. There's also a provision for free telephonic consultations for patients, guidance regarding treatment and mental health counseling, among other things. The main focus is right now this ongoing fundraiser to provide food and ration kits to the underprivileged and to help them with their COVID-related medical bills. COVID War Room has also done food drives in multiple cities across India, and all this in just over a month. It's pretty impressive. So if you guys haven't donated till now, I will tell you. If you've come late or something, let me tell you that there is a link in the description of this video, and there is a QR code on the top right of the screen. Please click on it and donate, because now we are going to get somebody who I've recently become aware of and instantly become a fan of, Abhilasha. Hi. Are you there? Hi, can you hear me?
Yes. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. You've got a beautiful voice.
Oh my God! Thank you. This is like surreal. Saw you grow. Wow. See, I'm tongue tied. Grew up watching you on TV, so this is amazing.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, please don't be sorry. But yeah,
Hey,
awesome conversation.
Thank you, Abhilasha. But before you inspire people to donate a lot, I would like to get to know you, because you're from Delhi,
I am from Delhi. Yes.
but now you are also based in New York. You study in
I'm
NY.
based in New York. I studied. I did my master's at NYU, and it's been a year since I
Masters in
graduated.
music business.
In music business, yes.
Why?
Because I felt like, especially back home, there's so many independent musicians, on the rise, and obviously Bollywood has been around for a while, but we didn't really know too much about the industry as a whole. Like, how can you know your rights? How can you have a sustainable career as a musician? What is A&R? So I looked high and low, and NYU had a great course on it. So I thought, you know what? Let's find out more about the music business if you're going to be in it.
I love your songs.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Does singing, do you think in English or Hindi?
Both. Depending on who
Because
I'm
you've written
speaking with.
English as well as Hindi songs, am I right?
Correct. I've, depending who I'm speaking with, depending who I'm talking to, depending on the situation. But I think if you do the whole douse someone water in the middle of the night and see what they utter, that would be Hindi 100%.
Okay, good. So your abuses are in Hindi.
I'm from Bihar, sir, so definitely.
Oh,
Yeah.
there you go. I like that. Abhilasha,
Amazing.
there are a lot of people here waiting for me to shut up so they can listen to your beautiful voice. And I am waiting with them. So please, what are you going to sing for us?
The first song is a song called Honeybee. I
I
know
love
we're
that.
in the middle of, thank you. We're in the middle of just everything around the world, but summer is here, and I thought, why not a sweet song for the summer?
Here we go.
Oh, I am looking at the looking glass on my wall. I am flipping through the pictures of you I stole. I am hoping that you got that message I wrote. Time is slipping through my fingertips, don't you know? Wonder if you see the wonder that I see when your eyes are close to me. Summer breeze is gently floating through the trees, just like a honeybee. I am sitting on my windowsill and thinking, what if you were here? I know we would be drinking. I am daydreaming, thinking about places I can stay, but I'm contemplating our goodbye, so please don't go away. Wonder if you see the wonder that I see when your eyes are close to me. Summer breeze is gently floating through the trees just like a honeybee. I am hoping that you and I can get along. Otherwise, I don't know why I wrote this stupid song. Don't go, don't go, don't go, don't go, don't go. I am looking at the looking glass, and I hope that you and I can laugh. Thank you.
That
You
is
guys.
that was so nice, Abhilasha. You're actually I really enjoyed listening to your songs, but you're actually so much better live. I mean, it's not that. I mean, I'm trying to make it sound not like a judgment of your music on video, but obviously, you
100%.
live you're very good.
Thank you. I think that the main difference is obviously live is not as perfect. It's not a studio
It's
recording.
intimate.
It's intimate, and I think when you're able to sing live to someone, you can bring life to the song that you wrote. So I think thank you. I love playing live, and I've missed it so much over the past year.
I feel that there's this new generation of independent artists that are coming out from India, and it's just a great time for independent music in India, and I'm really enjoying it thoroughly. Hey, before you sing your next song, Abhilasha, can you please, in your sweet voice, ask everybody to donate if they haven't yet, and if they have, then donate again. Because let me tell you, I think we're about, I want to tell everybody we're about 9,83,000 something already. 9 point something lakhs has already happened, and we're aiming at 12 lakhs tonight. So not much further to go, but we won't reach there unless each one of you hits that link in the video description and donates. So will you please tell them?
I'll tell them in song.
Oh, wow. Go ahead.
People out there need your help. You can make a difference now. Go to your phones and drop the text. Donate what you can now, 'cause you're not alone. You're not alone in this war. You're not alone. You're not alone.
Nobody can resist that, Abhilasha. Are you singing us another song?
I am. My next song is called Jab Tum Mile. I wrote it, in fact, for a long distance relationship, and then lockdown happened, so every relationship became a long distance relationship. Mile hi nahi, sir. So this is also my latest single, and it's called Jab Tum Mile.
Lovely.
Okay, I'm getting commands to increase the uke. That better? All right. खिली खिली सी धूप में तुम गुनगुनाओ ना, चाय की प्याली खिड़की पे रखी है तुम भुलाओ ना। दिल जो मिलते यहाँ हो भी जाते जुदा, पास आने की गुजारिशों में उनमें बसे हो तुम। जब तुम मिले तो दिल जब तुम मिले तो दिल ऐसे खिले चुपके चुपके सबसे छुपके तुम चले आओ ना जी लो दो पल किसको पता कल फिर आ पाए ना हाँ दिल जो मिलते यहाँ हो भी जाते जुदा ओ पास आने की गुजारिशों में उनमें बसे हो तुम जब तुम मिले तो दिल ऐसे खिले ओ जब तुम मिले तो दिल ऐसे खिले हाँ जब तुम मिले तो दिल ऐसे खिले ओ हाँ जब तुम मिले तो दिल ऐसे खिले ओ दिल की नहीं मीलों की दूरी पास हम नहीं क्या है मजबूरी दिल की नहीं मीलों की दूरी पास हम नहीं क्या है मजबूरी दिल जो मिलते यहाँ हो भी जाते जुदा हो पास आने की गुजारिशों में उनमें बसे हो तुम जब तुम मिले तो दिल ऐसे खिले ओ हाँ जब तुम मिले तो दिल ऐसे खिले ओ
So lovely, yeah.
Thank you.
Abhilasha, I wish you have a comfortable and happy lockdown because I know that your voice is making a lot of people's lockdowns better.
Wow, that's a really nice thing to say. Thank you. I hope everyone's doing well. It's morning for me here, but evening back home. Please, please, please donate. And thank you so much, Arré, for having me.
Thank you, Abhilasha. Thanks a lot.
Next
And
up is Tejas. He's really good.
I will.
Tejas is another one of those artists that this new generation is throwing up, and it's just lovely to listen to. Tejas, but I'm very disappointed in you here.
Me too, man. It's all right.
Yeah.
We'll redeem it. We'll redeem
Why
it.
are you so underconfident about your talent? Why do you not believe in yourself?
My quizzing or my music? Because
No,
I'm pretty confident about my music.
No, you're not. तुमने मतलब approach लगाई है यहाँ पर आने के लिए. You've got recommendations. You're Niranjana's batchmate, aren't you?
I am Niranjana's batchmate. Wow.
Niranjana, for those who don't know, is a very big part of the Arré team. And इसने approach लगाई है भाई ने. क्यों भाई? तेरे को नहीं लगा कि without that you're good enough to be here?
Just trying to do my bit. Whenever people ask, I'm happy to do.
You think I'll let you go? No. Come on. Everybody who has heard your music and is on the live right now knows that you don't need any recommendation. And those of them who haven't will get to know now.
Thanks, man.
Just why you're here.
Thank you so much.
What are you going to sing for us?
I have a couple of songs. The first one I'm going to do is the title track of my last album, which came out in 2017. It's called Make It Happen. I think it's appropriate, and I hope you enjoy it.
Let's make it happen.
You can change world in the blink of an eye. And no need to sigh, baby. And no need to think twice. It's all in your arms, lover. So much for us to discover. Standing in the front of the line with your back to me, I cannot conceal anything but my history. We all just wanna live in a harmony, but something don't feel right now, baby. For the future's blind to see. What about a little bit of mystery? What about something I can see? No, your smile can't keep me alive forever. I'll still go before we know we're dead, and oh yeah, only you can make it happen. Separate the life you think you're taking from the pages that you think you're ready on. I've been waiting, I've been waiting for you to make it happen. Explain in your own words, lover, and try not to hurt me, lover. And maybe we could try. Lift yourself up from the depths that you created under me. Standing in the front of the line with your back to me, I cannot conceal anything but my history. We all just wanna live in harmony, but something don't feel right now, baby. For the future's blind to see. What about a little bit of mystery? What about something I can see? A smile can't keep me alive forever. I'll still go before we know we're dead, and oh yeah, only you can make it happen. Separate the life you think you're taking from the pages that you think you're ready. No, I've been waiting, I've been waiting for you to make it. Sometimes I feel we'll never know what comes just before the leap into the seemingly unknown. But where was the fun in that? I suppose we'll all just be victims of circumstance, or whatever left in our hands, and I'll feed the chance. But I know when my turn comes around, I won't be the last one to dance, 'cause a smile can't keep me alive forever. Miles to go before we know we're dead and all. Yeah, only you can make it happen. Separate the life you think you're taking from the pages that you think you're ready. No, I've been waiting, I've been waiting for you to make it happen. To make it happen. Yay!
Woohoo!
Thank you. That was a song called "Make It Happen."
This is from your second album, right?
Yes, my album, which came out in 2017. Yeah, it's the first song.
Before this album, you were working in advertising.
Yeah. We've
You
actually
quit.
worked together.
Where?
Just, I was working at The Glitch, is an agency, and we did Nano Drive, and there was a bunch of stuff that I used to direct, and yeah, that's actually how I know even Raghu Dixit and a bunch of other people.
Yeah, I know.
But-
I remember that one.
But yeah,
But listen, is it true that your fans crowdsourced your helped you
Yes, they
also
did.
this album?
Yeah, it was pretty on the nose. Make it happen. I asked people to do that. People are really good at giving money towards a
So,
cause that they
so
believe in.
now I'm
So
because you are effective in getting people to मतलब पैसे ढीले करते हैं लोग जब तू मत कर। Okay, so now
yeah.
make that appeal. Come on, I'm counting on you to hit that 12 lakh mark. इससे आगे
Oh
जाने की
man,
जरूरत नहीं होनी चाहिए. Come on.
no pressure. But I'm just gonna be real. My own dad was in the hospital like recently. And not COVID related, but once I lived in the hospital for 7 days, you kind of realize what the stakes are, man. It's mad, and what Citizens War Room is doing is pretty excellent because we're all sitting very cozy in our homes. But what they're doing is, providing people with, relief for, people, the stuff that we take for granted, and, just being able to sit at a computer and do stuff. This is for people who don't have any of those opportunities. And I think it really is reliant on people like us to do something about it. So do your best, make it happen, etc.
Thanks, man. Amazing. Now listen, your next song is going to be there's something that I want to ask you before you do that. Okay.
Oh, sure.
Because I know why you sing music. I know why you started playing the guitar and all of it. I know it. Okay, it's pretty obvious. So, which is that song? Is suppose you're jamming, you're in a place where there are people and singing, and there's this really hot chick. There's this girl who you really like. Okay, now you want to vibe with this girl. Okay, what is that song that your go-to song that it's like I sing the song, that's it, game over. She's gonna leave that guy she's with, and I'm going home with her tonight.
Raghu, I agree with you. I do want to vibe with this person, and I'm happy. I don't encourage any extramarital stuff, but I do want to woo this person. So I'm gonna pick a song that does that. Actually, this is a song. It's not even out yet. There was a version of it online. There is one. It's called Forget Conversation. I actually have a new album coming out on the 3rd of June, which is called Outlast.
All the best, buddy.
Thank you so much. Yeah, it's the Dark Knight Rises of my trilogy of work. So anyway, there's a song called Forget Conversation. It's about the bedroom. I hope you enjoy it. So nice to meet ya. Forget the dance, forgo the lines. I didn't need it. I could never know more than others could. Forget the lies, what's in your eyes, the close to not caring. Maybe there's meaning in it. Yeah, I'm calling out to you and to forget conversation. No, yeah, I'm calling out to you. No, to forget. No. Can't seem to pick apart, yeah. Lines in the sheet, lines in the dark, I couldn't see them. Maybe I was too late to ever bloom. Forget the lies, what's in your eyes, close to not caring. Maybe we'll see it soon. Yeah, I'm calling out to you to forget conversation. No, yeah, I'm calling out to you. No, to forget. No, yeah, I'm calling out to you to forget conversation. No, yeah, I'm calling out to you. No. To forget, no, to forget, no. Yeah, that was it.
That's the song.
Oh man,
That's amazing, man.
Thank you so much.
It's
Thank you very
coming
much
out
for
on the
having me.
3rd, right?
It is,
Wow.
along with 6 other songs. Outlast. I hope you guys enjoy it.
Awesome, man.
Thank you
Awesome.
so much.
I think this song is going to get us a lot of donations. Am I right?
I believe so. I hope so.
I hope so. All the best to you, buddy.
Thank you so much, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Thanks for having me.
And I hope to see you live someday when you perform.
Definitely. It will happen. I believe that.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot.
Cheers. Okay, so I just love these new artists, man. The next one was Nakul is going to be coming in a bit, but before that, I'm really excited to meet Sangeeta. Sangeeta, hi. Hi, I can't hear you. Are you mute? Hi.
Sorry.
How are you doing?
How are you? I'm good. I'm good.
I'm really
How are
excited.
things?
I'm really excited
Me
because
too.
your music is different. Echo. Is that my feedback from your
Not
computer
sure.
onto your
Let me
TV?
check 1 second. Echo, look, Echo,
Okay.
it's cancelled. I don't know.
Okay.
Everything's
Oh,
cancelled.
wow.
Is it okay now?
Can you hear my it's very disconcerting. My echo.
Is it good now?
I think so. Yeah, it is. Yeah, what did you do?
Perfect. Awesome. I enabled echo cancellation.
Yeah, that's what you need to enable. You don't like being called a jazz singer.
That's because I don't think I have ever really practiced the idea of jazz as much as one should before calling themselves a jazz musician, you know?
Oh, you're just being humble, that means.
I don't think, I'm just being honest. I
There's a
think.
very distinct and lovely jazz, like a flavor to some of your songs, and I love it. I
Thank
love
you.
songs. You graduated from Berklee College of Music.
I did. Yes, I did.
And I'll tell everybody who's watching that I'm sure they've seen it. There was a tribute to A.R. Rahman that was performed by Berklee College of Music in 2014. It
Yeah.
featured 109 performers from 32 countries. And one of those 109 performers was Sangeeta Bhattacharya. Am I right?
Yeah.
How did that happen?
Man, it was quite a trip, honestly. We prepared for it like for 4 months. Mr.
Whose
A.R.
idea
Rahman-
was it?
Sorry?
Whose idea was it?
It was the ensemble director's idea, Annette Phillip.
Amazing.
Thank
please,
you.
Tell me, how did it come about?
So we prepared for it for like 4 whole months, and we didn't know. The idea was never कि oh ये हम करेंगे, ये viral होगा, ये वो मिलेगा इसके बाद. We were just so into it. The music was brilliant. We were rearranging the songs. It was so much fun. We were, choreographing
Vince Gideon,
everything.
all that. Wow. Whoever hasn't heard it, just YouTube it. Berklee College of Music, A.R. Rahman tribute. You'll see Sangeeta somewhere there. But more than that, you're going to see Sangeeta somewhere here. I'm really excited to hear you live here. Right.
Thank you. Thank you so much. All right. So I'll just begin. This one's a tune called Pensarte, and it's my first song that I wrote in Spanish, and it goes a little something like this. All right.
Pensarte es abrir mi libro favorito y vivirlo de nuevo, aunque sepa final. Es caminar por el sendero más bonito para caerme por un risco fatal. Pensarte es regresar a ese día que cambiaste, ay, mi vida, con el brillar de tu sonrisa, es ver tu mirada malvada próximo flechazo. Pensarte es besarte y amarte me lleva, pero amarte esta noche si es morir en la tierra, es morir en la tierra, morir en la tierra. Ay, morir en la tierra. Zaidi, zaidi. Yes, no. Sunset. Iti. Yes, no. Me sé chino. Me sé
Wow. You wrote that.
Thank you.
Sanjita, you're very impressive.
Thank you, Raghu. Means a lot. Means a lot, man. I've, grown up seeing you.
And everybody keeps saying that they've grown up seeing you. Firstly, you make me feel old. Second
Oh, I'm
of all,
sorry. Honestly, to be honest, I only saw you in bits and pieces because our parents never allowed us to have cable TV during school. I just used to hear about you through my friends. Yeah. But
nothing
thank
yet,
you.
I'm sure.
No,
Listen,
it was all good.
I can hear my echo again.
Oh, I need to do this again.
Just one of me is hard to take. Two of me is just a crime.
There.
Listen, Sanjita,
Yeah.
this is amazing. What's it called again?
This was called Pensarte.
Is it out? Is it out? Can we
No,
listen?
it's not. It's not. It's you can listen to a YouTube version, but it's officially not out. But you can search for it. Pensarte.
Okay, I'm going to do that. I'm sure
Yeah.
people are going to do that. But before we sing, what are you going to sing next, by the way?
I was thinking I'd sing a song called Watercolor before I hand it over to Nakul.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's do that.
All right. Here we go.
Just to remind everybody while she gets ready, donate. This is not tafri for everybody. She's singing such beautiful songs. And so that you guys feel inspired to help everybody that COVID War Room and Arré are trying to help. Please do that. Sanjita.
I think of you once in a while. You say I might be the one, but it's not the time. Perhaps you were right. I don't mind waiting. I think of you once in a while and find myself in a frail state of mind. Yes, I love easy. Is that a crime? Still can't get it right. Rewind my memory back to when you sang to me. I learned to draw them in watercolor so starting over. I'm tired of starting over. I'm tired of starting over.
Wow.
Yes.
Please disable echo.
I did.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Listen, Sangeeta, I'm sure you don't have Wi-Fi at home, do you?
I do actually.
Why? You don't need it. If I could sing like you, if I could play the guitar like you, if I had your talent, I don't need Wi-Fi to enter. I would just talking of Wi-Fi. You're debuting as an actor in Netflix series, right? In a Netflix series, it's
Yes.
called Feels Like Ishq, and it's
Yeah.
coming out soon. Like how
It comes out hopefully this year. It's supposed to come out this summer, but not sure about the exact date. Let's see.
All the best. All
Thank
the best.
you.
All the
Thank you
best.
so
And
much.
I'll look forward to that. Until that time, I have a lot of stuff to YouTube of yours.
Yes, please, please. I would love to
We'll all
hear
do
from
that.
you.
We'll all do that. And before you go, can you please ask everybody who has enjoyed your beautiful
Yes.
singing to pay up?
You heard him, guys. No, kidding. Please donate to the cause. I myself have gone through COVID last month. I was privileged enough to have the comfort of my home and the comfort of, I don't know, my immune system. I don't know. But I, made it through. Not everyone is as fortunate. Not everyone has the, monetary capacity to, kind of power through this. And it's a new thing, it's people don't know what exactly the cure is. This is when we need each other the most as humans, as people, to be there for each other. And I feel like money is the least that we can offer, apart from, of course, comfort and love. So please donate. It would mean a lot, not only to us, I don't know, to everybody in the world, So thank you so much for having me, and I really hope that you empty your pockets, as Raghu said.
Thank you so much, Sangeeta.
Cheers, guys. Good
See you
night.
soon.
Thanks, Raghu.
Bye.
Bye.
My
Bye.
pleasure. Okay, people, now comes. सारे आर्टिस्ट खत्म हो गए. ओके, अब जो बचे हैं वो हैं मेरे दोस्त नामाकूल मेहता. नकुल, how are you?
Hey!
How are you?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you, bro. I can hear you, and I'm going to register my complaint.
Before you register your complaint, I have to tell you that unlike Sangeeta, मैंने तुझे ना बचपन से नहीं देखा. Not because मैंने देखा नहीं, मेरे पेरेंट्स मुझे टीवी देखने नहीं देते थे. Sorry.
हे भगवान.
But listen, Sangeeta was so wonderful.
मैं एक पोएट्री सुनाना चाहता हूँ. करूँ? Can I?
इरशाद.
Thank you. मैं शायर तो नहीं मगर ऐ हंसी तुझसे तो अच्छी कर लेता हूँ. एक बात बता यार नकुल, firstly तू अटक गया है. I think you're frozen. Oh, there you are.
I'm frozen?
No, you're back. Yeah. Tell me this. Why poetry? मतलब, of all the art forms and ways to express yourself, you're an actor yourself and all that. Poetry, it's not so much a massy thing. Why poetry?
So before I get into why poetry, I just wanted to quickly just say hello to everyone who's been here. And I want to say, Raghu, my wife conveys a huge thank you to you and Natalie.
Arré.
Because our son, Sufi, is growing up on all the amazing things which Rhythm is grown up on.
Arré,
so we have his car seat, we have his bathtub, we have his bouncer, and I think of you guys every day, man. You all are part of our thoughts and prayers. So
thank you so much. I can't wait to meet little Sufi, man, once this madness is over.
I know.
Which brings me to this, Nakul, before anything, will you please, we are very close to, we've aimed to hit 12 lakhs today. We're very close to it. Okay. Before you say anything, please ask anybody who loves you, anybody who's here to watch you, to hear you, to first start donating. There's a link in the description. There is a QR code on the top right of the screen. Will you please tell them?
Absolutely, yes. All of you who've come here, who've been around for the last 2 hours, thank you, firstly. I think you being here is the first big step. It makes us feel that we're part of a bigger cause, and it's not just us, me, Raghu, and a few other artists. If you can, and I know everyone has been doing everything they can, but if you can, whatever you can, right? Like no amount is small. And as cliche as it sounds, but like open up your hearts and like, just
Your
help
wallet.
us. Open up your hearts, your wallets, your digital wallets, and
Everything.
just do your thing, yeah. Because what I think Arré and COVID War Room are doing is wonderful, and I think we need more such platforms to come up and really fight and sort of huddle up and work towards COVID relief. क्योंकि ये जो महामारी आई है वो बहुत बड़ी है. और अभी तक हम यहाँ पहुँच पाए हैं, and somewhere the second wave is sort of dwindling, at least in the big cities, is because I think like you and I have really fought along and like volunteered together and in our own ways contributed, right? So today, if you can financially, that would really help the cause we are fighting for today, we're supporting today. So please do that, yeah.
Okay, Nakul, तुमने ये चीज भी शुरू किया. You've started saying if you donate X amount of money and tell me what to write about, I will do that. You've done some 16, 17 of those, right?
Yeah, we've done 19 of those as of today.
19. That's amazing, man. That's amazing. Poetry for a cause. क्या सुनाने वाला? Which one are you going to recite?
So I'm just going to, so I'll start with just giving you an idea of where this came from, and I've not had this chat with anyone, so I thought, why not talk to you? So Poems for Humanity came, Raghu, from the fact that we said as artists, what can you do, right? Besides, of course, monetarily and financially helping people. How can your art help and heal, right? And Poems for Humanity came from there. We said, we're going to offer ourselves, our words, our emotions, our feelings to you. If you choose to, do the good. So we don't want the money, you donate directly. Send us money, and it's going to be very little money we're asking for because we don't want to make this an elitist celebrity thing. We're available to everybody, right? So अगर आप 5-6 लड़के-लड़कियां हो साथ में मिलकर थोड़े पैसे donate करना चाहता हो, हम आपके लिए लिखेंगे. And I can't even tell you, it's been so gratifying because not just because we are writing and creating more than ever before, but I think the kind of emails, Raghu, which have come in, people really sharing stories of loss, like someone lost both their parents last year, COVID. Someone lost their wife. I put up a poetry for him today. And someone lost their best friend, and how they're coping with it, right? And how they still want to help, which I think that kind of sharing is something which we never anticipated. And that for me is my takeaway from this. So yeah, I'm going to actually maybe recite something which we've not put out. It's something very personal.
Go for it.
And it is it's called Manzar, and ये उन सबको dedicated है जिसने भी अपने तरीके से COVID में लोगों की मदद की. And there have been a lot of you guys there, right? So एक दौर था जब बड़ी से बड़ी लड़ाइयों में भी दो दोस्त दो जानी दुश्मन गले मिलकर पास आ जाया करते थे. बिना शब्दों दलीलों के सारे गिले शिकवे दूर हो जाया करते थे. अब इस 6 फीट की दूरी वाले दौर में लड़ाइयां खत्म कैसे हो? दिलों की दूरी गले ही तो नापा करते थे. तब गले लगने लगाने में शर्म आती थी हमें. पब्लिक में हाथ पकड़ना बड़ा ऑकवर्ड लगता था. अब उस एक मिलन की खातिर हमसे पूछो, हम अपने हाथ और पैर चीर कर देते. वो पार्टियां जिनमें हम बोर हो जाया करते थे, दोस्त रिश्तेदार जिनसे दूर भागा करते थे, आज उन्हीं से रोज फोन कर कर पूछते हैं, भाई घर पर सब खैरियत तो है ना? सरकारों और राजनीति से दूर अब हम जान गए हैं, जब अपने ही ना रहे तो विचारधारा लेकर क्या करेंगे? हमने देखा इस दौर में लाशों को नदी में तैरते हो, गंगा की रेत में जहां तरबूज उगा करते थे, बिना कफन दफन होते हुए, लेकिन फिर भी सब कुछ गमगीन नहीं था. हमने कुछ इंसानों को भी देखा मसीहा बनते हुए, सोनू, श्रीनिवास, रुबेन, प्यारे खान, तजिंदर और ऐसे हजारों हजार कलंदर. जाति धर्म विचारधारा से परे लड़ते रहे, क्या अपने क्या गैर. यही तो इस देश का मूल था, विविधता में एकता. पिछले कुछ सालों में बहुत सारा हिंदुस्तान खोया है हमने, लेकिन प्रलय के इन पलों में थोड़ा वापस भी लिया. हर डॉक्टर, शिक्षक, नर्स, जवान, पुलिस वाला लड़ा है एक होकर इस दुश्मन से. लड़ाई अभी खत्म नहीं हुई.
कयामत का ये जो दौर आया है उससे बच जाएंगे या खप जाएंगे, मगर ये जो मंजर हमने देखा है हवाओं से डरने का, छूने से बचने का, इसे कभी ना भूल पाएंगे। किसी दिन खुदा के 2 फीट पास जाकर, किसी दिन खुदा के 2 फीट पास जाकर उसका हाथ थामकर उससे पूछेंगे, ये दिल आखिर कायनात में ही, ये दिल आखिर कयामत में ही नरम क्यों होते हैं? Thank you.
Amazing, man. Wow. You know, it's not just what you write, it's how you say it. वो भी बहुत, it's important, you know. It's really reinvigorating this art of poetry and expressing yourself through rhyme. मजा आ गया.
Thank you.
एक चीज और पूछना था तेरे से. This pandemic is one thing. Otherwise, inspiration क्या आते? What do you write about? When do you feel okay? What inspires you to write poetry?
So I have to tell you, so this initiative is actually Ajay and I both sort of do it. Ajay is the guy who writes. I'm the guy who gives words, gives emotions to the words. But सच है 2020 के पहले हमने कभी लिखा नहीं. We never wrote poetry, यार, Raghu. Both of us write. You know, Ajay is someone who writes screenplays.
Yeah.
I've been writing. I've had a blog for the longest time. It used to be called Randomly Intentional. I don't know. I thought it was cool to say that probably. But never wrote poetry. Yeah. I think a lot of things which went down, right? And just before the pandemic, you know, there were the CA protests. There was passing away of Sushant Singh, which hit home. I mean, it was someone who was a colleague in your industry, and the kind of media circus which went after that. जो भी गलत हो रहा था, and in the pandemic, the migrants going back, a lot of those things evoked a lot of feelings within us, and we wrote something and we put it out without thinking, you know, what are we going to do with this, and just kind of people resonated, and we just kept writing. And I haven't gone back to a set in a year. I also have a little life at home, man, so I don't know how soon will I find it comfortable to sort of go back to that. But I kind of find my release through this, man. I find this very, very therapeutic. I find being able to connect and share people's feelings and thoughts it's very powerful. So yeah.
It really is. I mean, it's song is one thing, but हम लोग ना poems के बारे में भूल गए. It's making a comeback now, and you are among the people who are at the forefront of it. कुछ और सुना?
I think Sunato, I think you'll really like this one, yeah. I don't know why. I think
whatever you recite.
I think of you and I think of this poetry. It's interesting, okay. But like we'll talk about it, okay?
Okay.
मैं पिग्मियों से ना लड़ूंगा, टूट जाऊंगा, फूट जाऊंगा, चूर कर बिखर भी जाऊंगा, पर मैं पिग्मियों से ना लड़ूंगा. अपनी औकात अपने वजन से ऊंचा पंच मारता जाऊंगा, बार बार रिंग में पीटा जाऊंगा, लथेड़ा जाऊंगा, दिन रात लगातार भले हारता जाऊंगा, पर मैं पिग्मियों से ना लड़ूंगा. जब मारूंगा गोलियात को तभी तो डेविड कहलाऊंगा. वैसे बात डेविड बनने की भी नहीं है, डेविड का तो एक बार तुक्का लग गया. मैं तो गोलियात को भी हराकर उससे बड़ा गोलियात ढूंढूंगा, उससे भी पिटूंगा, टूट जाऊंगा, फूट जाऊंगा, चूर कर बिखर जाऊंगा, पर मैं कभी पिग्मियों से ना लड़ूंगा. जीवन का असली मजा इन गोलियातों, इन टाइसनों से जीतने में नहीं, उनसे मार खाने और फिर अपनी कैटेगरी बढ़ाने में. जिस दिन इनमें से कोई ना बचेगा, जिस दिन इनमें से कोई ना बचेगा मुझे पीटने के लिए, मुझे कुचलने के लिए, क्या करूंगा जीकर? चला जाऊंगा दुनिया से एक राउंड खुदा से लड़ने के लिए, उससे जी भर पिटने के लिए. टूट जाऊंगा, फूट जाऊंगा, पर मैं कभी पिग्मियों से ना लड़ूंगा.
Oh wow, man. That is just an amazing thought. I identify with it.
I knew you would. I knew you would.
मतलब पता, अगर बंदे को ना अगर लेवल अप होना है, तूने बड़ा सही बोला. The only way to get better at chess is by playing people who are much better than you. तू उन्हें हरा नहीं पाएगा, but till you उनसे पिटने के अलावा तेरे पास कोई रास्ता भी नहीं है उन जितना अच्छा, उनसे बढ़िया बनने का. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, pick on someone bigger than you, man. छोटे लोगों पे, minorities पे तो पावर का इस्तेमाल करके तो कोई भी चौड़ा हो सकता है ना, कोई भी चौड़ा हो सकता है. उससे मेरे को याद है कि तुम्हारे ना जो काफी पोएट्री तुम्हारी पॉलिटिकल है नेचर में,
जी
है ना? You're one of the guys who is not afraid to use your voice to speak truth to power.
Yeah.
It's very inspiring. It's very motivating, and I love that. I respect that in you. But your wife never stopped you. You don't feel कि यार अभी this is not the time to. I mean, in the sense, डर नहीं लगता कि क्योंकि इंडिया एक ऐसा माहौल है कि क्वेश्चन पूछना या क्रिटिसाइज करना किसी एंटी नेशनल या किसी कंट्री का एजेंट होने के बराबर बना दिया जाता है. So
Raghu, the fact that you're asking me this question कि डर नहीं लगता itself is I think the reason that we need our voices to be out there. मतलब ये सवाल एक democratic nation में हम एक दूसरे से well-meaning सवाल पूछ रहे हैं, and I get what you're completely.
Well, the answer is हाँ डर लगता है. That's why I must raise my voice against it.
अपनी कैटेगरी बढ़ानी पड़ेगी ना, खुद से लड़ना पड़ेगा, खुद के डर से लड़ना पड़ेगा. And have there been pitfalls to this? Yes, there have been times when I've lost brand campaigns. But that's a very small price to pay for the larger purpose of our lives. Yeah, I mean, what we do on screen, create, is part of who we are. But I think really being able to stand up as concerned citizens, using your artistic voice, I think is far greater.
I think Nakul, going forward, you must एक बार ये pandemic वगैरह खत्म हो जाए, and I think you must create a platform for other budding young poets to come out and do poetry slams and shit like that. Wow, I really think you're the guy to do that. No, really, I think you're inspiring people to express themselves through poetry. है ना? एक काम कर. Before we go, okay? Is there anything else you want to? Just one thing you want to recite, and just so that lots of people have donated, and I want them to go switch off from this with a smile.
Okay. मैंने कुछ और सोचा था पर switch off with a smile. Okay.
No, whatever you want. I don't want to pressurize.
दोस्तों के बारे में बात करते हैं. Just yesterday I saw the Friends reunion. Did you see it?
Oh, I haven't seen it. कुछ मत बोलो.
Oh man.
I'll watch it.
Guys on the chat, did you all see the Friends reunion?
देख लो यार.
अरे पर नहीं है, पर अच्छा है, देख लेना. And I just went back feeling so emotional. I think all the 90s kids would really sort of understand it. And दोस्तों की याद आ गई यार. And I felt like calling my friends and felt like meeting them, but the world we are in right now, it's not even safe to do that. तो एक दोस्तों के लिए कुछ लिखा था अजय ने, और I'd like to read that. We call it दोस्त फेफड़े. दोस्त फेफड़े. उस रोज एक तस्वीर देखी, सांसों से लड़ते एक शख्स की, जिसके साथ दौड़ रहे थे उसके 4 यार. दो ने थामे थे उसके कांधे, तीसरे ने ऑक्सीजन सिलेंडर, चौथा सहलाता उसके बाल, बार बार उससे कहता फिक्र मत कर यार हम हैं. उन चारों को देखकर मुझे फेफड़ों की याद आई. दोस्त आखिर फेफड़े ही तो हैं. तुम्हारी सारी चिंता, सारा टेंशन छान लेते ऑक्सीजन की तरह, भेज देते नस नस में, कभी फूलते कभी पिचकते भी, मगर जब तक सांस है तुम्हारे सामने खड़े रहते, डटे रहते. उस तस्वीर को देखकर फिर सोचता हूं, दरअसल वो 4 अपने यार की सांसें नहीं बचा रहे थे, अपनी बचा रहे थे. वो जानते थे अगर दोस्त ही ना बचा तो सांसें लेकर क्या करेंगे. ज्यादा सेंटी होने की जरूरत नहीं है. पिक्चर का टिकट, दारू का स्टॉक, कॉन्सर्ट के फ्री पासेस, ये सब कौन लाएगा? तुम्हारा बाप. जीने के लिए सांसें जरूरी है, लेकिन ट्रस्ट मी, दोस्त उससे भी ज्यादा जरूरी है. सिर्फ सांस लेने के लिए जीना ये कोई जीना है लल्लू.
That's amazing.
So yeah, friends.
Wow, man.
2 friends.
So true, man. So true. जो लोग ये देख रहे हैं, I'm sure when this is over, just call any one of your friends and tell them that you love them. Tell them that you're missing them. and promise each other that once this nonsense is over, you're going to meet and party. है ना? मैं सबको ये बताना चाहता हूँ कि यार हम लोग तो यहाँ जितने आर्टिस्ट हैं, जितने कॉमिक्स हैं, पोएट्स, everybody is here to entertain you. We are all not on the field. हम लोग ना बहुत, हमें जब भी न्यूज़ पढ़ते हैं, मैं सोशल मीडिया खोलता हूँ, मेरा मन करता है यार मैं निकलूं बाहर और कुछ कर दूं. I want that person suffering to stop. अभी जिसका मैं पढ़ रहा हूँ, जो भी हेल्प मांग रहा है, रो रहा है, मैं चाहता हूँ कि मैं ऐसा कुछ करूँ कि खत्म हो जाए उसका प्रॉब्लम. ठीक है, मगर मुझे पता नहीं कैसे, कहाँ जाऊं, क्या करूं, मुझे पता नहीं है. कोई बात नहीं, लोग हैं जो कर रहे हैं, उसका प्रॉब्लम हटाने के मैं उसका साथ दे सकता हूं. मैं उसके I just, even if I donate something, even if I write a poem and ask my friends to donate something or do anything, कुछ भी कर, please, there is a link over here, there is a QR code, you can scan it. Before, when you switch this off, donate one more time. एक बार और donate कर दे, because we don't have to be on the road fighting in this pandemic. There are people who are doing it. Let them know we got your back, man. हम हैं भाई, तू जा, तू आगे बढ़, हम हैं तेरे साथ. Okay? If you feel that, people, एक और बार donate कर दो. Do it. है ना? दिल से. Donate दिल से.
Yeah, just one thing I wanted to add, yeah. Like, I was just thinking, like the last year and a half, मतलब हम यहाँ हैं क्योंकि हमारे frontline workers, the doctors and the medical support staff has been here, right? And all of us are trying to get vaccination slot whenever, however we can get it. I just thought of it that can we go to the vaccine, whenever we go to the hospital, can we just really go out and thank everybody there, man?
वो तो करना पड़ेगा.
Just go and thank them. I recently got mine 3 days back and I can't tell you, man. I just felt gratitude for everybody, ward boy, everyone I walked in. These are people I have not noticed before going to a hospital. I haven't. But I
think we must do that, and in more ways than one. People who are very influential yoga teachers, वो लोग अंट बोलते हैं about medicines and medical professionals. उनके खिलाफ hate आ रहा है. Please, let's not let that spread. बिल्कुल भी नहीं, ठीक है? If you want to support our frontline workers, stand with them, man. उनके काम को, don't let anybody dismiss them, discredit them. उनके बारे में अंट बोलने देना ही नहीं. Okay, and please donate. And I want to thank Arré and COVID War Room for this entire initiative. This was amazing. I loved being a part of it. And please do it again if you can. And I'm sure people will donate again. है ना भाई लोग?
सब आएंगे.
हम लोग हैं. Thank you, people. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Knox.
Thank you, Rags.
I'll see you soon.